Cutting everyone off saved my life. And I know that a lot of people will hear that and think that that's really harsh or probably really crazy, but unless you've been on the spiritual journey, it's hard to understand. And it wasn't out of bitterness, it was absolutely 100% a spiritual shift. Because when you start healing, you start becoming more self aware and you can no longer ignore the way that certain people drain your energy. Because when you're unawakened, you really don't realize all of the chaos that you are surrounded by. But once that happens, you feel it in your spirit, you feel it in your body. The more I disconnected, the more I leveled up mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I used to suffer from really, really bad anxiety. I mean, like panic attacks almost every day. Gone. Had high blood pressure for years. Gone. Spent years struggling with my weight. Gone. And my nervous system was finally regulated. This is the first time in my life that I have ever felt this level of peace. And that's because I'm no longer surrounded by people constantly feeding off of my energy every single day. Family, friends, everybody. For the first time in my life, I've been able to pour into myself in a way that I've never had. And I don't want to trade that peace for anything. And I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but it is so hard to want to open that door again once you experience this level of peace. And it's not that I'm closed off to making new connections, but I'm just not willing to trade this peace for the chaos that unhealed people bring. Because unhealed energy is so draining, it's so unpredictable. And all they do is just take and take and take and give nothing, leaving you depleted. And I know there's people who believe that being isolated is a trauma response. And you know what? Maybe it very well is. But for me, it feels more like spiritual protection. It feels safe. Unfortunately, a lot of people just are not good. They're just not. And maybe this is also the neurodivergent experience. But all I know is that I'm safe here. And I'm not just letting anybody in to disrupt this peace that I've worked so hard to maintain. Anyone else in this space? I know I can't be the only one.
Hi guys, welcome back to Clare's Archives. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about the piece of cutting people off and just weird people in general, how they react to your level up or how they start to switch up because you're starting to do good. So yeah, just a complication of TikToks that really reveal the nature of people and the reasons why cutting people off, distancing yourself from people, friends, family can be actually beneficial for you in the long run. So I hope you enjoy this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I am not the friend you can be weird with. I will cut you off quick. All of them hate comments disguised as jokes, the subliminals that you be throwing on your story, acting funny every time you get around certain people, not supporting me fully like you should, watching my story but you not interacting with none of my content, you not reposting anything, and to top off the disguised shade, you give backhanded compliments. Go over there with that. Y'all really be undercover haters. Like, females out here are weirdos. Y'all are weirdos. Capital O.
I'm not gonna lie, the copycat energy is very scary and I can't deal with it. It's either the copycat energy or stealing your ideas, turning them into theirs, and then trying to outshine you on your own idea. If it wasn't your original idea, or if you find yourself copying somebody, like a friend, you gotta tell them. You're gonna have to find some type of way to tell them because it does not look good. When it's genuine, it's like, oh girl, that's a good ass idea, I might have to try that, or that's so cute, where you get that from, I need me one. But when you just doing it and then I'm finding out about it, that's weird. But then it be like so natural, so it's like, do you even know that you're doing this? Do you know you copying me? Where is it coming from? Why is you copying everything I do? Some of y'all be dead ass like turning into y'all friends and family. Y'all be turning into them and don't be saying shit. And I stand on being 100% a girl's girl. So you don't have to copy me. I'm gonna tell you where to go to get it. Or I'm gonna make sure that whatever it is I have access to, you have access to too, because you're my friend, right? But not if you sneaking around as my friend and copying me low-key and low-key hate me and want a destiny swap. No.
When you read energy so well, you can start to read people's eyes. So I like looking at people's eyes when I have conversations with them because it's going to tell me exactly how you feel about me. So even if your face is like this, I can see the real you on the inside. So you'll probably be looking at me like this. But you're smiling on the outside, but internally I can see that actual face you're giving me. And that's why I cut people the fuck off. Because you are not going to pretend you like me when I know deep down you hate me. That is how people pass away. That's how people die. That's how businesses get fucked up and how people start to go cuckoo in the head. Because you are around people who are jealous of you. Do you know how much people I know who've gotten laced by being around people who's jealous of them? Do you know how much people I know who have gotten set up by being around people who's jealous around them? People who have done spell work because people are jealous of them. You will not get me to be around anybody who's jealous of me. And if they will not remove themselves from my energy, it's okay, honey. I'm gonna remove myself. I'm gonna leave. You won't leave me alone? That is the fuck okay. I'm gonna leave. Because you sumun, you can't leave people alone, so I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean? I never understood the bitches who don't want to get out of your fucking energy, but they don't like you. One time I was with someone, and I was hanging out with them, and I was asking them to take pictures of me, and they literally thought I didn't see because I like turned my head back super fast. They rolled their eyes at me, and I caught them just in time. Because the minute they saw me look at them, they immediately started smiling like this. I didn't say anything to them. I didn't say a damn thing to them. Instead, I just adjusted my proximity and randomly cut them off. Legit. Same thing keeps happening to me over and over, and it breaks my heart, but you gotta fucking go. Because there's no fucking way I'm gonna allow you to hang out with me, be in my energy, benefit off of my energy, benefit off of readings on me, and you don't fucking like me. You've lost your fucking mind. Maybe other people are cool with having that around them. Maybe people find jealousy cute and fun, and oh my God, people are jealous of me. Oh my God, they want what I have. I don't find that shit cute. I don't find that shit cute. You envying any of my relationships in my life, you envying the relationship I have with my family, you envying the relationship I have with a man, anything like that, I will get you so fucking fast away from me. It's not even funny. And the thing is, I used to go back and forth with people and tell them like, do you hate me? Do you dislike me? Nobody's ever gonna fucking tell you they don't like you. They're too fucking pussy. They can't even tell you they don't like you, so that's why they're rolling their fucking eyes at you. That's why they're fucking rolling their eyes at you and making slick ass fucking remarks thinking you don't catch the fuck on. Finding ways to talk about your appearance slickly because they can't fucking speak the fuck up because they're too pussy. So in all honesty, I don't deal with that jealousy shit. You got to get the fuck from around me. And I don't want to embarrass people, but I will embarrass you if I have to and let you know exactly the fuck why I don't want to be around you. So it's just safe that when I distance myself, allow me to distance myself. Don't try to push yourself on me. Don't try to ask me what happened because you know what you did. I know what you did, and I don't want to embarrass you. All right? All right.
Hate those bitches who make it their mission to make sure that you don't appear as perfect. Now, let me just start by saying I would never pose myself as someone who's perfect. Now, closest thing to it, maybe. No, I'm joking. Being that ass though, I would never pose as someone being perfect because I'm not, and I'm okay with that. But those bitches who sit and wait to find something wrong with you and analyze that, and then just to say like, oh yeah, you're not perfect, you're just like the rest of us, are weird as fuck to me. And insecure as hell. Yeah. Let's just go back to one of my recent work days. I always have something new at work, right? Last week, I'm rushing to work. It usually takes me about 20, maybe 30 minutes to do my makeup. But this time, I only had about 10 to 15 minutes to work with. So I was like running lately. Put glue on my lash strips. And then I immediately just got in the car and I had the lash strips in like the little lash case. And I just like put them on while driving. I know, dangerous, but whatever. By the time I get to work, I can just feel like this inner lash is lifting in the eye corner. And I work reception, so it's like everyone sees me. So I was like, okay, if my lash is lifting, I'm just going to take it off. I asked one of my coworkers, I said, hey, is my lash lifting in the inner part or whatever? And she was like, oh my God, yeah, it is. I didn't have any lash glue. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to rip my lashes off. Like, I don't care. My other coworker, not the one who I asked, but a different one, she was like, I knew you weren't perfect. I knew you couldn't do your makeup perfect every day. What? And she was like, every day you have your makeup perfect, but I knew there was going to be that one day where it wasn't. What? Literally looking at this bitch sideways, because what are you even talking about? It's like people love to find something about you to prove that you aren't perfect, and I hate that. And this has happened to me with men too. Like those men who want to be bitches, yeah, it's happened to me with them too. But I just don't understand insecure ass, lame ass, raggedy ass people like that. So if you're one of those people, stop. Your insecurity is showing real bad.
And the reason why I have no fucking problem cutting people off and saying goodbye to anybody who I know is not going to serve me or who I know like is going to hinder me from being fucking happy is because my entire life I have been robbed of fucking happiness. You know how many people, places, and things have tried to steal happiness from me? Granted, I will take accountability and I will say I have done that on my own in some instances where I have purposely self-sabotaged, but there have been countless times where people have purposely robbed me from experiencing happiness. You know how many people in my life did not want me to be fucking happy? Yeah, I have been robbed of happiness most of my life. So now I get to be happy. I get to win now. It's my winning season. I get to be blessed now. You know how many people have stolen from me? Have literally stolen from me, have come into my life, put on a facade, manipulated me, acted like we were friends, acted like I could trust them, and then they took everything away from me. They took my light, they took my spark, they took my blessings. Yeah, you know how many times that's happened to me? So at this point in my life, I'm barely fucking with anybody. I'm barely fucking with anybody. If I get a small fucking inkling that you're gonna fuck up my happiness, I don't give a fuck who you fucking are. I am taking you out of my life. I am cutting you off because this time I get to win. This time I get to be fucking blessed. I'm going to be happy in this life. I'm going to be happy. And people are gonna be really fucking mad about it, but I don't care. I don't care. People are going to be mad that I'm going to cut them off, that I'm going to distance myself. People are going to be mad when they start to see me winning. Yeah, because for so long, people have not wanted to see me fucking win. And honestly, I might sound crazy to some people, like speaking on this, but if this is something you've experienced, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm fucking talking about. I feel like this shit happens to so many good people. This shit happens to so many people with good hearts because you just want to give. You want to believe that people are trustworthy. You want to believe that these people actually have your best interest at heart, but they fucking don't. They fucking don't. Most people do not. And that's something I've really been learning, right? And this time in my life, I am choosing myself. You know how many times people have wanted me to choose them over me and my happiness? I've done that my entire fucking life. So yeah, no, this time I'm winning. This time it's my fucking turn.
Not talked about enough is that how weird people are around people who just have a light or people who are pretty, I would say even semi-conventionally attractive and you're kind. People's behaviors manifest in such weird ways around you. And if you have strong discernment, you can always pick up on what somebody is really doing. I'm talking about behaviors like if you're speaking to someone and then someone else tries to interrupt you multiple times and it becomes like a repeated behavior over and over and over. If you are having a specific conversation about a specific topic and then someone else tries to change the topic, people trying to ignore you on purpose. It's just things that you notice and you pick up on and you're like, why are you doing that? It's behaviors that are so subtle and so small that you can't really call out because it would make you look crazy. You know what your experience is. I really feel for people who are super and uber attractive because I'm sure they have to deal with things on an every single day basis that are like that. They become distrustful because of it. People are very, very weird. And it makes that person very jaded about everyone else because they don't know what they're on with them. They don't know what they're on with them. Like a lot of people project their own insecurities on other people. Or like the worst thing is when people are secretly craving you telling them bad things about things that are going on in your life. The other day, I told someone that I needed to drop my car off somewhere and they were like, what happened? And I was like, oh, nothing. I just need to get my 2 windows in the front retinted. And they were like, oh. And it was just the way they were just, I don't know, to me, it felt like they wanted me to say something was going on with my car. It's things that are so subtle, but you know that they're doing that because it's their insecurity manifesting.
Yo, some people are just mad at you for the fact, yeah, they left you for dead, yeah, they thought you weren't gonna be shit, and then now all of a sudden it's many men. Yo, man, hit them with that 50 Cent, many men, wish death upon me, Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. Hey, you got me? Many men. That's me, bro. Yo, you thought I was dead, innit? Many men. Hold tight, Tony, for that one. Have you noticed, yeah, when people leave you for dead, bro, like they threw you under the bus, yeah? They threw you under the bus, thought you weren't gonna be shit. All of that bullshit. And certain times you're even confused at these people because you've helped these people become who they were to an extent. And then they are fucking looking at you like you ain't shit. It's mad confusing, but okay. You know, when people group against you, you're just thinking, what, little old me? All of you against little old me.
Well, look at you, outsmarting the gang. Now that is a feat that not a lot of people really could, perform here. Bottom line is, you were targeted, perhaps, if this resonates with you, you were targeted by a gang of people. What is a gang? Right? A gang is a group of vicious-minded people who are out to get usually a single individual, right? They could be looking for, other people, but oftentimes they're really going after one person at a time, right? At least that's my thought of what a gang is. They're vicious, they're angry, they're jealous, they want payback, they need to, rush you, they need to shake you, they want to break you, right? They want to do things to you to get you to conform, for you to be a puppet, for you to be scared and intimidated. This gang right here came for the wrong one. You outsmarted all of them. This gang is withering away to nothing. They are being dismantled as we speak, if not yet, because, okay, you are too intelligent for these individuals, and they're not as intelligent as you, bottom line, right? Because clearly they knew that they had their work cut out for them if they had to configure a gang in the first place to get up against you. So clearly they knew that they had their work cut out. They knew that you're smart. They knew that you were strong. They knew that you were a fighter, that you've been through things and you're still standing 10 toes down, still standing up, right? So they know what they're coming for, who they're coming for, and they still failed at this venture. Understand something here. You outsmarted the gang. I'm talking about they collaborated for your destruction, your demise was being discussed, right? And plotted and planned. How they could ruin your business or life or home or relationship. That was on their itinerary. That was on their checklist, their to-do list. You have to understand, these are grimy individuals who do not have the proper mindset. They've lost their way. They gave up. Or else, why would they join such a venture? Why would they join such a plot? Why would they want to be involved or associated with such an evil scheme? But you outsmarted the gang. You might know a few of these people from the gang. Maybe some of them are people you do not know or who you're only very slightly acquainted with, right? It could be a ringleader that you do know. I guarantee you know the ringleader. I guarantee you know the one who was angriest the most at you and had to pull together a team. But we're calling them a gang in this video, right? Because they're vicious, they're wayward, they're angry, they're volatile, they pop off at anything, they're mad, they have lost their way. The ringleader was very misguided when they decided to put together this group. It's an evil group, it's a diabolical group with nothing else to do. Clearly, put it in the comments, they clearly don't have nothing else to do, right? But to go after you, and they have to go after you as a group. So that's really bizarre, right? You peeped that. You peeped the plans that they were trying to put on you. You saw what they're trying to do. You're probably like, why is so-and-so hooking up all of a sudden? I thought they don't like each other. You're putting two and two together. Why is this happening at this time? Why do they keep looking at me like that? What, and you're seeing the works of a mad group. You're seeing the storm, right? You're seeing all the moving parts of this irritating group, irritating gang, and you're laughing and you're smiling and you're vibrant anyway because you are heavily protected, which they know that you kind of were, but they just didn't understand how immense you really were. You're highly protected and you're focused, so you're doing your thing, shining all right, vibrant, looking fresh, having your itinerary full, having places to go, proper collaborations to embark on, a family to raise, places to travel to. The gang can't keep up with you. You have too many moving parts is what they see. They can't effectively track you, and they cannot put you in a spot so they could get you. The gang is confused. Everything has been discombobulated. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Everything is out of whack because of this venture. It's evil. It serves no positive purpose. It's to cause destruction. You outsmarted a whole group of evil-minded people with your positivity, with your optimism, with your sureness, with your steadfast nature, with your bright mind, and you know how to move. So these people, they cannot track you. You understand? They cannot get you in a spot because you're not to be tied down because you are free. You probably know the ringleader and a few of their monkeys, flying monkeys, I should put. You know these people probably, so you already know how to move around these folks. Even if they join forces together to create a gang against you after the fact, you already have the tools and the resources and the know-how and the knowledge and the patterning that you've seen over the years or over the weeks, months of how these individuals already moved before the gang was put together. So you're not dumb, right? Your eyes are wide open. And your mind and your brain are quite bright, very vast, right? We're talking about you here. The gang knew that you were very intelligent, that you were very knowing. It was going to be hard to get you.